Yep, we are live again. YouTube, welcome to the stream. YouTube, come follow live. And we're playing Beacon Pines, which I do want to finish before Friday, because Friday, what's the name of the game? Scorn? Scorn comes out. I want to give that a shot. So we're going to play. And now we have to go through... We did these last time. That one last time. That one. All right, we gotta go here. We got a break. Oh, this is the weather. That's right. What's up, Creative Designs? How's it going? All right, so yeah, we gotta go here. We got a break. Everything's good, right? I'm not muted. No, we're good. Always gotta check. All right, let's go have the weather break on us and go introduce, what's her name? Beck. I'm doing great. Way better than yesterday. Yesterday, I had no energy. Don't know where I went, but I feel great today. Yeah, we gotta go introduce Beck to Rolo.
Luca began to respond, but the
quiet.
sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about.
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bud. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse, and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. This could only go over well. Although we gotta get another,
Luca saw
thing here.
Beck
Oh.
skulking by the gate.
Okay. So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? Oh, there's a lot mysterious and creepy about this place. It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich, reclusive owners. Even smells shady.
Grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Hey, don't draw attention. Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Run. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. Oh, you're with them. All right. That's Eris Valentine. Who's she talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit and work in order. Of course. Oh! That's the shop owner. Okay, yeah. Or no, that's the... Is it the mayor? No, the person who runs the newspaper. Yeah, we heard this scene already. Well, we heard the outcome of this scene. We didn't get to see this part. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is that what is rightfully mine. And if that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this. Let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that crude cur's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with a potential collateral damage. It's one thing I've learned, is that change is painful. Whoa, I was expecting shady. That's flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why Why are you doing all
The
this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Oh, it's our grandmother. Ooh.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Vex stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
I can answer an answer I can expect. I can certainly respect. Words are difficult.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Yeah, but not the hair sticking out the back. What's the point of that mask? Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Great.
Chapter 5.
Wow, chapter 5. Okay.
What big ears you have.
Oh, Grandma.
Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out. Lead the way. Meet up with Rollo at the treehouse. Okay. You know,
The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
we really need to get into Gran's secret closet.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Sure. Oh. That's not the way to the treehouse. Treehouse is this way. Robots. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not
The
worried.
clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Maybe we'll try mending your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here, acknowledge. Everything is accurate. We'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
Clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility,
Cannot compute. Cannot compute.
and broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha 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 ha. Alright. We also know the phone booth is all weird. What's with the music though? Yo, what up, dude? Hey, Mr. Nurkard. Look, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop in the kisser. Oh, Grant tells me just to keep away from the clipboards. That's good. That's good. I really like your Gran. Your Gran's a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark to be all wandering on your own. I like the music. Bye, dude. And you're not gonna get with my grandmother. Oh, the slackers. Hey, oh, what's she reading this time? The answer you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intended. Are you prepared to live with the truth? Still can't tell what she's reading. Hey. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam? Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. Anybody up here? I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Yeah, but we gotta go visit our friend Dawn, who's probably not here. You're not gonna let me, are you? You are. Dawn's not here. What are they doing? Oh yeah, that sign never got revealed. Dun 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 dun. Boo!
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
We did a good job covering that thing. It's all coming together quite nicely. Ha! Couldn't have done it without
The
you.
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not sure about that. But nonsense! That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Well, dude, calm down. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been, busy. I don't think we ever seen his sister. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful to you if you could pass on my thanks to her and my number. The History Museum adds a real air of importance to the whole affair. Oh. And if we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines while including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. Well, Bill, why are you doing all this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? Maybe because, 20 feet the other way, there's a frozen Beacon Pines with a hole in the center of it that, blew up? I mean, there's definitely something weird going on. You know that I love most about the agricultural business? Seeds. Seeds. Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
I like how they don't notice two kids behind them. You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it grows into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. I forget what they called it. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Thanks for ignoring us, you robot leader. Yeah, you go into your building. Hey. It's hard talking to him, huh? He's not a fun person. He tried to kill me one storyline. Bye. I was about to try to go fishing because I can't remember if I got anything new. Oh, this is nice. Yep, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. This pond has no fish. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Think he's like a raccoon? Rollo, he's a... Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Yeah, you should see him splash in a puddle. Hilarious. Things have been tough for his family ever since the foul harvest. It's about time you tell me who this Farrell Harvest thingy is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They're kind of a big deal, word that is. Oh, big deal fertilizer, go boom. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. You cannot lie. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. He probably fell in a hole. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, air, soil. No one knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot. What happens next? What happens? No one knows why? Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick? Yep. For some reason, their farm was hit harder than the others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came into town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative. Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They put us up in hotels, one town over for a week, while they decontaminated the groundwater. So that's when they moved everybody. We better get going. Okay. I was wondering, how they moved everybody. I'm a kid again. Did I get anything new? I got crooked!
Luca tied a bent nail onto the... If all you have is a hammer...
Get to whacking. Yeet! Dun dun. But wah wah. Oh, I got a photo. Look at this photograph. Where's it gonna go? So there's one more. It's a photo of you and Uncle Joseph, that is. Let me see that. Huh. Look at those two young fools. How did it end up at the bottom of a pond? How did it survive the bottom of a pond? Who can say? Some things are just hard to explain. I miss Uncle Joseph. How come he doesn't come fishing with us anymore? He done did die. He's busy with his new job at Valentine's. What's a new job got to do with him and fishing with us? It's complicated. Like I said, some things are hard to explain. Still no achievement. So there is one more thing. I'll be back, Dad. Don't worry about that. We're gonna fish that last thing up. What up, Rolo? Check it out. Found a girl. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. See, my reputation precedes me. I don't know if you're a raccoon, a cat, cat-coon. But although you got the Maine Coon vibe to you. You might just be a cat. I don't know what you are. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
Waggle, waggle. You'll find we spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse-looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca. You know the security concerns we talked about? Sure. I remember every storyline perfectly. Yeah. Well, I was waiting. I made some. Oh, improvements. Oh, yeah. You said Yeah, okay, I remember now. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Well, how are we gonna get there? What? What the? He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Hang on. I'll go find a piece of junk. Ha ha ha. You want some? Yeah. Miss, give me it back. Give me it back. Yeet. Ding. Oh, you. Seriously. Yeah. Nope. Hang on. I got it. Nope. I want it. Give me new piece of junk. Yeah. What? How? What kind of aim are you? Huh? Are you? How far do I have to go? Can I? Thank you. Ding! Over there again. It's moving. You can't fool me. Ah, dang it. Hang on. Don't laugh at me, Beck. Dang. What's with the clown horn? Where'd you guys get all this junk in the first place? People's yards? I mean, nowhere. There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk? Food for junk. Yeah, nice. Mine. Well, I got a present for you, and it's gone. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are you sure we can trust this new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
I'm not doing that. Like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Radioactive. Oh, maybe they were squatters. I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How'd you get away? Kicked him, or grabbed a rock and smashed their face open. They let me go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Oh, yeah. That's the other part, Rolo. On our way here, Beck and I saw Harris Valentine meeting a Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Let out a low whistle.
I'm not doing that. I hate it when people whistle in videos, so I won't do it. And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. Yes. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. Then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Harris Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rolo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so, we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. I think he's onto something. I think he's got the right idea. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, for the last time, there are no aliens. I really hope there's aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged, but she's definitely hiding something. Maybe, but hey, do you know she's got a closet in our house that I'm not allowed in? We can go break in. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. Hey, it's my family. All she does is sit around and all day making jam. Yeah. Well, we don't know what that jam is. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. We share the same room, but I don't let her in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. Is she our Gran? It's been years since I've seen her. Okay. Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed
Bye.
out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has happened since she showed up. We can say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your grand is hiding something. And Pa always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. Yeah, we're gonna go break into the closet. If my grand really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed it by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Grand's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. When did we get her number?
Chapter 6. Secret Lair.
Dun 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 doo doo. Wait a minute. But it's a closet on the second floor.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder.
Well, yeah, fall is after summer, or autumn is after summer, so it gets colder.
Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Ooh. What the? What time is it? I don't know. You don't have a clock. Calm down. I'm getting there. Checking the doors. Making sure, not going to die. Oh, I mean, I can't tell what time of day it is. Oh, hi. Rolo, what on earth is that? Huh? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this. It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Dude, you just woke up. You don't know if anybody's in this house or not. I only checked the upstairs. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence. He
Aha!
laughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
There's nothing in here. I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Do 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 bum bum bum. Eureka! She lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat. It may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands a reason we should check there first. No dice. It locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Ooh. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she has a bed she doesn't sleep in. She is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway. It can't reach the
A
latch.
look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
I forgot I left the door open and the water running. All right, Rolo. This is your time to shine. Yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Finish. Lucas scrambled up Rolo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
on one of the teacups. It slanted forward with a hollow click. The
Ka-chunk.
entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Seems like your grand has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do you think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh, whoa! Yeah, this can't be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. Punch in the bag, punch in the bag, punch in the bag. Get some! Smash the button! Is there an achievement tied to that? Out with a bang, catch all the fish, close the book, born in a barn. Alright. No.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, sure was keeping herself busy. Huh? Is your gran a serial killer? Is there anybody in the town that's dead? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Difficult. What? Out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by all of them. Yeah, Mr. Nurkern has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside of a big circle. They're robots. My moms are both on there. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Harris has a question mark. That's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's pretty not good. Probably not good, that is. Not pretty. Get out of my way, Rolo! Chair. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution. Explosive. And jam jars. She's been arming the town? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making? Can I fish for fire? She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs. I mean, maybe. Right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
What part of explosive don't you understand? Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
Laced with explosives. A hint of brown sugar. And Ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
How did you taste ink? Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Miss Fratelli. A Graham Jamgram. It says, last night I used the disguise Harris provided to scout the location. The time and window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more of a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? So you're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. Oh, we're moving. I'm like, we both be interrupted? Okay. Oh.
Luca
File
jostled
cabinet.
each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
Okay. Do you really have to use the words fingering and bulging?
For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. Ah, okay. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the premeditated scholar of dense documents. Sure. And cheeseburgers. By all means,
He
proceed.
stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further sign of paleness in malaise, whatever that word is. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Wilby a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Willoughby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something
Rollo
else.
scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exuberated by the loss, enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is BS!
Luca slammed the drawer shut. They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rolo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town, and if we follow
Rolo
it,
carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right
He
to
jabbed down at the end point.
town square. That's the fountain in the middle of the townwards. That's a weird place to hide treasure. Rolo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that symbol has the same and the map has the same symbol as these explosives over here. So, it's not hidden treasure. A real bummer. Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Oh. Gulp. Did he just say gulp? That feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival? Not if we stop her. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? No, I heard it too. Was that the front door? Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights. How is that gonna help?
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark.
The door is open.
Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Uh-oh. Also, we dropped 69 frames. Nice. I still don't know why I'm dropping frames, but it's a small number. Shouldn't be too bad.
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yo!
Thump.
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just
Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
huh? Guess it's nothing.
Rolo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rolo, don't.
It was too late. Rolo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flamin' chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rolo tackled the man to the ground.
Why, Rolo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know I had it in me. But there's only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rolo. That was awesome. Yo, flip a switch. Wait, did you just kill that
Luca
person?
scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
Oh, you sure called him good, Rolo. He's knocked out
As
cold.
Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rolo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver? Ooh, chapter 7.
The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
You know, I compare this game to uh Riverdale. And you know, in Riverdale there's a town, there's this type of town this type of place is based off of. And then there's also, you know, the mansion where a creepy family lives. It's also in Riverdale. There's also a Hiram in Riverdale. And kind of, you know, seeing a lot of connections. Although Riverdale's a pretty cool show. I have not finished the last season yet. Thinking about that.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
Ooh, okay, here we go. They run the classic good cop, blank cop interrogation. I think good cop, hard cop is going to be funny. So let's see this one. We're going to see them both, but
good cop,
start with this one.
hard cop interrogation.
We should be able to use burning. Good cop, burning cop.
Rollo brandished a steely gaze.
Oh, he wants to be the hard cop.
I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, well, well. Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who? Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light.
Yeah, you should take his glasses.
With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna work. Oh, I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Hold on. Now let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. Yeah, use farmer analogy. That won't give him a clue. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say, I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth can I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What were you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Grant. Oh, you're just a kid. Grant?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, huh? Blow up the festival? Good
He
lord!
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No. You've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Dang, Rollo. I think he went a little too hard on him. Yeah, what happened to the good cop? Where'd that part go? What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. If there's anyone else who might know more, is there, that is? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. Penguin! If there's any information about the source thing, Kato can help us find it. Yeah, let's go get some answers to the penguin. There he is. Oh yeah, we gotta close a book. How do we close a book? Get up there. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to leave. Let me close your book. Okay, can't talk to you. Don't know how to close the book. Hey, buddy. I mean, I really wanted to go fishing some more, but we'll get there. This is a dang nice library. Thanks. We work hard on it. Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? What? Nah. Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. Do they pay you? They got you working for free. She's on my side. It's quiet, and I get access to all the books I can read. Yeah, but it's a public library. You always have that. If you run the place, get paid, yo. What more can a person want? Money. Fair enough. What can I do for all y'all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rollo. I can't put you on any higher wait list for the next Hank Atomic. If you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Oh, we know this. You work for free. Call it a professional code of... that word. It looks like conscience. Conscience! Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. Penguin? What are you looking for? The thing is, we sort of don't know. What you got on the history of the town? There's the country record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there. We zoomed.
Chapter 8.
Oh, we're running out of pages. We know the what, 77 is where the tree is?
6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst.
We talk about only family you have left. You got Rollo. And maybe Beck. We've known Beck for less than 24 hours, but you know. Rollo! You got family.
But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
Whoa. Oh man, I was just opening up a coffee jar. Oh. If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine, I think that's how you say that word, death records. Roll the Carter lived a full and wonderful life till he read so much boring crud his brain oozed out of his ear holes.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
I need to do that. I've got a better idea. Spit it out. If you got a better idea, that is. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring country records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
Your county record. Really? That's the best you got? When I'm done with you, you'll be a footnote in history. Just like...
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey, hey, hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Well, he's a deer, so probably a tick. Wait, what was that name, Beck? It's in the obit, J. Hartford. From the Brookvale Tribune 20 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Our grandmother's not our grandmother. Maybe they're two J. Hartfords? Yeah, maybe James. Was your grandfather James? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your grand is 6 feet under 3 times over, I get the title now. And who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Alright, gang. I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
I see. Oh no. How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap. Paul's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are we gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I don't know, duct tape him? I'll think of something. Hey, well, I wanna go back close to the book. Dang it.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house.
Well, this can't be good.
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Gran's there. Or not Gran.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath and listened closely.
You could have said like a deer in headlights. It would have been funny.
She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Well, knowing us is we're stupid kids, we probably didn't close that door. Nope. We did it. Yeah. I'm sure she never found this. Yeah. Oh, no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings and left without a trace?
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned.
Oh, dude, we have the refrigerator door open. Half of that job's done.
Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
It's sitting next to explosives. Don't trust it. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nutcreed. I wouldn't have eaten that one. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing's wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Yeah, I'm sure. Can I actually close this? Nope. I am gonna leave everything open and on. Duh! Gran. Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed. Play it cool. Oh, dude, we're dead.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Yeah, our Gran is not our Gran. Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
What a thud! Yeah, we should not have eaten that jam. That jam is bad. It was meant for Mr. Checkmark dude. The perv who's been hitting on him. Her.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The germ. Hey, went to sleep. Job's done. Sweet boy. Did you always have a nose that big? Is that your nose? Oh, what did you get yourself into? Lot of stuff, but we don't need to talk about it. Rest now. Let me handle everything. Oh boy. Oh.
Chapter 9.
Have we ever gotten to a chapter 9?
A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Because he wouldn't back off.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival! What time is it? We don't have clocks. Run. We still didn't get inside here. We can just leave. Bacon Pines. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Where have you been? Grant put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspiracies. Conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncard. Put me to sleep. Whoa! Ho ho. Sly devil. We got Sly? Thinks he's trying to remove him from the question. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
There's a lot of people here. I'm just taking a quick look. We got a couple robots. We got robot leader. The only person missing is our Gran. Valentine's there. What about... Okay, they're there. She's there, even the reader's there. Peg is back there. Where's Beck's parents? I've only seen them once. I don't really remember what they look like, I'll be honest with you. Hey, even the fishing dude's here. She wasn't the one. I think Beck's parents aren't here. Huh. Hello, Beacon Pines? I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor and, well, I suppose you already know that, you know. Oh yes. Before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Shopper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even this more than the old cougar.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right. Where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Makes sense. Gus Valentine, everybody.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear for our mayor. Woo! What a great turnout. Oh, heck. I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I can say a few words. Would it be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium?
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Who turned the music on? Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate a perennial. There's a word there. Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all here today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town, which only changed my life
Mr.
forever.
Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
Bet they don't care. You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
For the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the one thing that made it special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important than to you all, than community. The perennial, I can't say that word, harvest, is a community first and foremost. I can say it in my head, but I can't say it out loud.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. That word harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
Hey, wait a minute. Hang on, 1 second. Hey! Sorry. Discord is actually being proper. I just realized Discord's actually saying I'm streaming. It hasn't been forever. His voice. We now walk hand in hand to a future we all shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. And I'm tickled pink that we will be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. What was it?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Throughout all my travels, I've learned one thing. One always reaps what they sow. Get it? We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so, it is with a happy heart that I proclaim
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest away. Ew. Well,
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
we're never gonna know what's under that sign thing. Banister cover.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
No, but I like your voice. I like hearing it in my ears. No.
No, I don't mean that.
Okay.
We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Sure. Oh, we sly and chill there, huh? Well, these ones are done. I don't know why I was going over to those ones. What's this one over here? Just shame, huh? Okay. Look at that. We have 3 branching paths there, but hard was done. So, but hard didn't go anywhere to those paths. Interesting. Let's go again. Let's go chill co-op this time around. Because Sly is what we got. So Sly is probably the one that we need to go further. So let's go chill.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
Oh, is it going to be someone else besides Rollo taking it? Yeah. So Sly will be Beck. That's cool. I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
How'd that wake him up? Golly, sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled, that's all. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, alright. Oh, mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a scare. A good one, that is. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Oh, Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement, man? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? Oh, just cut me loose and I can show you. How do I know we can trust you, man?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just... all this stuff seems pretty weird. Bored with names of people from town. An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes.
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This all makes sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs
Oh
as
boy.
he spoke.
Oh boy. You see, this town has secrets, Luca. Very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought
He
to...
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Light! Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
Hold the line, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. And let the adults handle
They
this.
looked bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck. The
They
end.
heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end. Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
Trees on 69 this time around. A beginner's guide to hostile interrogation. Hey, we got an end in that time. Alright. Beck, you're up.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
I thought it slaps for a second. I was like, yeah, smack him. Huh? What's going on here? You're that, Moswell girl. Please, call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you
Beck
here?
caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you need some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tulliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Wriggle waggle. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable, man. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never knew who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tulliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
to
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tulliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep. The old gal is nothing but
Mr.
thorough.
Tulliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
Huh, she sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out we're going to destroy the source, well, we'll both know how bad that might be. And no one will know anything once I finish cleaning up down
Beck
here.
was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tulliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There is one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day, I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelves. And when you know it, I intercepted an old phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. I said the word! Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. She said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. Should probably go work on that. I've got this under control. Oh, what a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tulliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tulliver's had a candy shelf. But all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Yeah, I get that. The password, Rolo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tulliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an
She
idea.
turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it
Beck
seems.
marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What is another word for underground? Buried? Covered? Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter has a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be, oh, it's an anagram. Underground. Where's the G? Nutton Creed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rolo with amazement.
Rolo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's Nude Rug Store. Where is that place? Yeah, I think you're right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Underground Duncreed's drugstore. I don't understand how they get drugstore out of that, but sure. Yeah, I think we're good. Boo! You scarred me half to death, children. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tulliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like this, like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. I want to be late to my own funeral. Bye. Going fishing. Hey, can I fish a fire? Or slide? No, can't.
Luca jumped first.
Doop-doop-boo-doop-doop-doop-doop-boo. Nyum. Perennial harvest. Said the word twice. I'm the best. Oh. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. It's caught up with work. Work? You. Add a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh. What do you have to report? Was it that what's in this instepid town festival really about? What is that is? Oh, I
Gus
think
looked around nervously.
when Mr. Kerr really does want to do something good for the town. He actually is a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. Oh. Okay. You're the sister. Yeah, that was all there. I just wasn't putting it together. I don't pull strings installing you as a mayor so that you can make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Harris. He ain't come back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered us to help. Us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That is just a temporary agreement. The glow can be seen from our backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this is all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Harris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make, sister. This town's going to change, whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you'll always just be a Gus. Good night, Harris. See you at breakfast tomorrow. He's gonna go cry. Hey! It's getting late, children. Meaning? Where you going? Alright, bye. We gotta go this way. Hey, you're still here reading, huh? What you reading? Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do it. A dang thing about it. I read that wrong. Oh, I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. Still can't tell. I lost myself for a second. The child they were forced to take care of in order to get anything. We'll just bum rush him. Ah! But hey.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We were looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from, man? You might say, we have an agreement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice should be my first choice. But whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice in confection. Yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wonder why Mr. Kern kept licorice in stock. Nuncreed, that is. You must eat through it. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's easy as cold hard cash. And for others... Okay. Well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Well, there's that phone booth. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
I bet the door opens. That's not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? None. Creed's new drugstore. Yeah. I mean, underground secrets. The
Beck flung
password.
open the door, and they all squeezed in.
All right, let's see
Luca
here.
cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground. Secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great. Now what? I guess we... Ah!
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Ooh. Hey, there's that cracked
The
one.
air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discovered in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these has something written on them. Okay. That's nice. This suit has a broken mask. But, so, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed, and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Alright, so what do we have here? Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched it? Yeah. Why where Perennial Harvest have tubes going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where the robots are. That's where my mom works. And robots. What does she do? Science stuff. I've heard about that. Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. It's down all farm and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point where they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies to this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he meant until it's too late. Sure. Oh. We have a console. That's a lot of buttons. Push them. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Roller's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Is that a sucker blow? Rollo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide? Where? That's my question. There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. There's a hurricane coming through. Poop. 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 Awesome! You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them that was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden till after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now. I like my skin. This all stops now, Nunkard.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt Disney? You don't talk about you don't get to talk about my dad. Yeah, huh? You know, your father and I were friends back before
He gestured
he
toward
died.
the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were a psychic? No, I was the Batman. We were partners. We helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total psychic.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine came to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand. And he was always willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic psychic into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous. Almost more than he loved his family. He was never wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him till the day he's gone and dead.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really. No. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe, and I smashed you over the face with a rock. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. My grandmother isn't my grandmother. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper. Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival. Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions. Big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map of the mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze it. Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. Dude, I've been frozen like 3 times. It's fine. It's a suck. Boom. Oh, you all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west. Don't look back. Boom. Oh, sounded like he bounced around. That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yep. I love this town.
Chapter 8.
Ooh, I don't think this was going to a chapter 9. But maybe.
The cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark.
Get sucked.
Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face as she was flung out into the cold.
We now know where that entrance is, or what it does with that manhole cover thing. The sound is good. That was intense. Yeah. I think I'm already parted ways with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold? Doesn't look like I got any on us. You don't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone want to blow up something up? What? Why would anyone want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncard. Nope, wrong way. I think you went this way. Don't go. Good. Because let's have you realize you're... Looks like we ain't going back that way. Can we, like, go back and take a look at everything around here? Ooh, I can't go back that way. Can I go to your father's grave, though? I can. Will you realize? You don't realize. Okay. Kind of glad you can't do the same thing twice, but I was curious. What this sign say? This looks familiar. Yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time. Nunkey's getting away. Oh, okay. So they don't let you do the stuff you do in the other rounds because I would grab snow from here and chuck it. Okay. That way leads nowhere. So he wanted us head west, huh? So this town is east of that town then. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed in all things bacon puns, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of the town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncrete is an alien. Rolo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through some metallic wormhole back there. The final objective? Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Dude, what if he's right? Can we get the fireworks? Nope. Can't use my knowledge of this area to my advantage.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncrete inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
Are we ever gonna find out who she is?
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Ooh, what if that's actually our mother? Just disguised. So that way no one really thinks twice and she can continue to do her husband's, our father's work. Maybe.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncrete was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you're thinking about doing. I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you're doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncrete turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Don't touch me. Don't touch him. Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncrete spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How can I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. Ooh! He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it wasn't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncrete winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself. Making their peace with long-held burdens, the wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your wage just happens to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Oh, I got a choice to make.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions.
Yeah, so does mine.
The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
My fellow Americans. And in the stillness, he began to... I was really hoping for the fire option. I want to hum.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody.
Oh, is our Gran gonna take over?
The only thing that could calm his mind.
When we start humming,
The only
she can join.
thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely.
Yeah, put it closer to the explosives. That's what you need to do.
As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank.
I mean, I'm taking the opposite of chucking that torch into the well hole thing. But, you know,
Those
I wanna do it.
countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
dang it.
A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note. Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who called me that were my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
I didn't even put that together. We saw what that goop does. That goop does change people. It makes them older. So she must have got hit by the goop. Mom? That's right, Buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Ew. Eleanor? Yeah, dude. You tried to get with your best friend's wife. Never mind your best friend's mother, by the way. Didn't even think about that. You are failure of the code. I thought you were gone? I should have known I would never... You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. Thought you would have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca. But I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. Those are bad people, Luca. These are, that is. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire. I want to fight fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
I've been changing her voice every sentence. No more lies. I see now. There's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small.
I pity you, fool.
Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Joseph, Snow, Jon Snow, winter is here. Winter didn't come. It is here. So horrible. Come on, everyone. We got a potty to crash. But I fire and I want to... Oh. We're just going to leave him here with this dangerous hole of caution. You don't understand. He always wins. But we're like at the end.
Chapter 9.
Oh, we get chapter 9.
The devil you know. 7 months ago.
Sounds like a Shinedown song.
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering.
That's the body we found.
No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency.
When did you get the keycard?
She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base.
We're on the last.
She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen. There were dozens of them, every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
And that is what change is all about. Grab the future with a scruff of the neck and make it. Things happen. Change is a choice. I am Tickle Pink that will be making that choice together. Still, don't see anyone that I would recognize as Beck's parents. But I only saw them once. And I don't remember what they look like. Part of the problem. I don't think they're there. How great is that? Cheer for me. This man's a liar. Excuse me. I will not. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole dang town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated, Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please. Don't you all see? This festival's a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gathered in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She's absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I am Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just as sneaky as the Dickens? We all know Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable. And she can get all the help she needs. She's not the one who is disturbed. Oh, you two-timing clown. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It's just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Is that Sharper? Does Sharper become small and young? That is quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
I mean, I was thinking, he looks like he could be the mayor's kid, but they were forced to take care of him. And it didn't click in my head. That's Sharper. Kind of. I mean, it kind of looks like him, right? I mean, like, there's like the eyebrows there, but they also have the snootiness of the sister there. It's like they could be his kid. Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. It's called a weed. I must confess, you look
He
dreadful.
paused for a moment,
Wow.
plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I was expecting something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter. Your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr? Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but thank you for that rousing, whatever that word is. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quite well for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed on. Recompense?
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What? No. Ha! So you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor's right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Sharper Valentine Festival. Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh.
Squawk!
Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious jerk. Malice.
Oh God, you're back, so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this whole town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again.
Sorry. This is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr.
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
Robots?
You coward.
Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe me? You could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children.
Daddy.
I gave you both the greatest gift a parent could give. The opportunity to prove yourself in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement.
But I...
Silence, Augusta. An adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse. A son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who's inevitably lets me down. Harris, you failed me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counted on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, dear. My time. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? Who didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ha! There he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph.
I think you said enough.
Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been.
I only did what I did because he left me no choice.
You always had a choice, Joseph. You're simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play that leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who aren't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? Ha! You think that puffed up Blathers kite could have accomplished any of this? What the crap was that? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
Where's Luca? Oh, there he is. Never mind, I see him. You see, I need a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Just someone to misdirect, lie, blink this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow. You've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Monitor Blair, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to take this time to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was a role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was a Pat C the whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know that each and every person in this town fears most what that is. I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha! The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disturbing my plans. What a pity. Things would have gone a bit differently. You might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. You never underestimate what a great man can do, given time. And now that time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own
Wait.
image.
But this is Tree Page.
The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
Yeah?
You can feel it, right?
Yeah?
We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Ooh, so I can still weep there. Ooh, I can malice there, though. Wow, there's still a lot more than I thought there'd be. Let's go back here and hum. Or weep, I mean. Let's cry.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow.
Dang, it's really cold out.
Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
Chuck it. Chuck it down.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything go back to normal. I
She
promise.
stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
Chuck it in. Chuck it in.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph.
Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Out with the bang. Out with the bang. Out with the bang.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would go out. You see, Joseph? I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, ground shook her to silence. Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that
yeah.
was dire.
It's that.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Oh, we've got this. Whoa, so that's done now. Oh, we're close. Okay. Oh, how I don't remember where this story is at this point. But we'll find out, I guess. This game is so cool. This is such an awesome idea. I gotta pay attention to the developer of this game and like follow them places and see what else they're gonna make. Look appeared in his eyes, warm, stern face. There was a deeper emotion hidden behind it. It was a subtle but look you could sense something eating away at him. Oh yeah, there was a malice behind those eyes.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. Of course. I'm sure it'll all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I checked for Rolo at the
Luca
treehouse.
twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
Oh, this is the side of the story where Rolo's missing. Okay. Of course. Luca. I know your dad and I. You know, your dad and I were close friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Run away. I don't want to talk to you. You're evil. All right. In control? Thought I wasn't. Who's that? Who's the other one? Who are you? Festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree. This is more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice it up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It'd be a shame to
The
someone.
two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
But that sign says sharper. It's your sign. Okay. Hey, what are you reading? He looked down and muttered in a grieved voice. Mama always told me my problems would look smaller once I grew up. My problems always seem to grow along with me. Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead. Can't tell what she's reading. It's smut, I'm telling you. Duh. Hey, that's what she looks like. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Mudwell. I work here now. I am unable to look at you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow? Mr. Kerr says I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Sure. Dude, how's it going?
You get a ratch to that noggin soggin up in the guy like that. Don't scare me while he's junking, Sonny.
Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junking?
I might as well ask the same thing of you.
Find anything good?
Ever since Perennial Hearth moved in, even the trash is junk. You can learn things a lot about a person looking at what that program. With a bunch of dollars said to pop a coffee.
Well, I better get going.
Don't see nothing.
See ya. See what?
Exactly.
No. Hey, man. Okay. Nice talking to you. Hey, annoying little kid candy. Nope. Candy kid. Whatever your name is. Fishing time, fishing time, fishing time, fishing time. Can I fish the last thing? Dang it!
Good first.
Can't fish with fire. Oh, wait. I said I was going to go check the treehouse. Can't fish with fire. Roll up!
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Sigh! Rello, where are you? Hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
What? You have a hammock thing right there. Huh.
He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
Alright. Guess we wait here. So do we know
Once again,
back?
Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. "Wait? For what?" Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?" Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. "I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Are you in
A
the?
commanding voice rumbled from below.
I was enjoying the
Just
story.
as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Oh boy. Oh, why you could be a horror?
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
He got big. Stop right there. Laurel? Ah, sheesh. I know it's dark and all, but I figured you recognized me, man. Who are
The
you?
large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Bum, 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 bum. Stop now, or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy. Luca, you get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Quit, Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it's really you, prove it. Flamin' chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? I don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold. It smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Oh, pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick of superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, wasn't just your hands, man. My feet too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small, man?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What
His
the?
hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Exactly. It wasn't so bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least, I think I did. It's all kind of blur. They had you in a cage. Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger? Ha!
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Ugh. You put a hat on and dyed your hair blue. I know you got splashed and your hair turned white. I remember that part. Blue looks good.
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Take cover. Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. I do remember now. We know Beck at this point. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened when I need help. And I need help. I didn't know where else to go. You see, we were just hanging out here with your... You're just... So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend. One and the same. He seems a little old. Have you know this is a recent development? What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. Hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. and I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca? This is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rolo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
anything you can say around me, you can say around Rolo. This has been weird all day. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
So, it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was trying to salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay, just need to play it cool. I hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just, come over here and let me look at you. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is going to take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? Got a point. I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Fiona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck? Hey, he is! Him and his weird cult of personality. You're not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much for her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. These people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. And the fact there's a frozen town next to us. Can't even pick up a decent radio signal. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not different from this one. That different, that is. Is that why you're better at talking to plants and people? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think about how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. I'm jumping out the window. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault that your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Yeah, it's a pretty cool look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? This next part is the important bit. I had this radio I upgraded on my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr, by the way, her box says mine, then it's crossed off with Beck, and I think it's a question mark. Or it says Bex. It might be Bex. It's funny. Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies. I had the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. I don't remember who's talking, so I'm just going to just read it. Hello, sir. It's good to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report with our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Maudwile seems to be integrated nicely. So the last deep engineering person died. We found that body. And now Beck's parent is going to be that. And they weren't at the festival. Ooh. So there's a moment she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had a chance to suggest it. Excellent. And I have faith that she's capable of finishing the work led by her predecessor. Her work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. Do you know how I feel about loose ends? Yes, sir. Once she's finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her. Long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir. I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We're in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, you can't afford to take any risk. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she's finished the work, she'll either leave the company office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. Rushing to things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You are only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they're talking about murder, right? Exactly like actually killing someone. Capital murder.
Gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field. Topper banana. What the heck is my mom caught up in? Has she talked much about the job much? Not really. Says she was going to come in and continue to work with someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems that Nellie's predecessor got loose-ended. Loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. So we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't she just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map from my mom's PH orientation days. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like a blueprint to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has exits marks. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have a blueprint. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. And this is officially a heist.
Chapter 6. The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout.
Robots.
By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, quick recap. Rollo, you're going to talk with Roxy. Quarterly. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me, Cordial, is my middle name. Sure, And how do you plan to explain your new
at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? She'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even
Beck
notice.
snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Geoff. Yes! Going to Jeff. And Iggy. How are you going to persuade them? Oh, Jeff's easy. I'll think of
They
something.
each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Kind of control. List the help of Geoff. Yes. Iggy and Chish. Got it. Dude, okay, first of all, fishing. I was about to end the episode, or end the stream as well, but we're going to see, can we fish? Can we get the last one?
Luca checked first.
I didn't think we got anything. I couldn't remember. But all right, I think we come back next time. I'm just going to check around here real quick. I think next time will be the final episode. We'll wrap up the story and then wrap up any extra things. Like we'll do some Googling and figure out, if I don't get everything done, where is the stuff I missed? What branch they're in that I missed? And yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll get this game 100%ed probably next episode. I don't think it's going to go on much longer. Because, we really don't have much. We're on the final branch. We're literally on the final branch, aren't we? Yeah. We're on the... maybe this one goes to 2 other paths. But, we're there. We're at endgame. At least that's what it looks like to me. So, yeah. We'll wrap this up, hopefully, next episode. That'll give me plenty of time and an open spot for... I can never think of the game's name. Scorn. We're going to give Scorn a go. And then we have Plague Tale Requiem as well coming up. Mario and Rabbids coming up. Well, plenty of games coming up. It's going to be fun. But anyway, YouTube, come follow Twitch. It's free. Give us a follow. It's nice and easy. And, it makes me feel good to see that number go up. So, yeah, come give me a follow here on Twitch. Maybe join live. Join the Discord. All that good stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.